Did you really have to have it? Why do both things? That's what we wanted to do. One of the most common baby registry regrets you will hear is the expensive bassinet. Because for a product that you only use for probably 6 months max, sometimes even less, parents are shelling out tons of money. Sometimes they're spending more money on the bassinet than they even spend on the crib. The thing is, bassinets are not a bad product. And for some moms, they are very helpful, being bedside and smaller and all that. They're not a bad product. They just might be unnecessary for some mamas and for some families. So it's going to depend on your lifestyle, your house, and what you want to do. Is the bassinet right for you? Don't just get it because you think you need it. Let's actually dive into it. So I want to throw out the other option. Okay, there's obviously co-sleeping. I don't champion that. There's, doing like a floor bed. There's doing a pack and play that has the higher level. And there's also just starting them in the crib from day one. That is the method that I often push and I went with, and I slept in their room in a guest bed. So my husband could sleep well, and that was what worked for us. I was a breastfeeding mama, and that's what we wanted to do. We skipped the bassinet, saved money on the bassinet itself, the sheets, the mattress, if you needed to buy that separate, the mattress protector. Now, also some bassinets, like the Snoo, you have to have this special Velcro swaddle thingy to get them in there. Okay, the bassinet can get pricey when you could just skip it all together. All right, put that money into the crib mattress protector, crib sheets. There's enough stuff there. Why get double? Why do both things? And the thing about this is from a value standpoint and a money standpoint. Okay, so you buy one whole set of bassinet, everything. One whole set of crib, everything. First 6 months they're in the bassinet, maybe less. Then they move to the crib. You're now decreasing the value of the crib because you lost 6 months of usage out of it. All right, if you just do the crib from day one, it's worth the purchase even more. Does that make sense? Okay, the time, the duration you're gonna use the item. Skip the bassinet whole package, save yourself some money, and make the crib more worthwhile. That is my strong recommendation, if you can't tell. So when do they get kicked out of the bassinet? Okay, it's gonna depend for every parent. Maybe dad snores and you decide it's time to move them. Maybe you're having trouble sleeping, you decide it's time to move them. But size-wise, typically around 6 months, they're maxed out, whether it's they're too tall or long, as some people call babies, they're getting too big for it. If they start rolling, people typically are like, okay, it's time to get in the crib. This can be a very tricky time because, okay, say they're a swaddled baby. You're transitioning them out of the swaddle and into the crib and into a different bedroom potentially, and it's a lot for that baby to handle. Versus if you start them in the crib from day one, they're used to that feel of that mattress. They're used to the enclosure of the crib. It's one less transition to do to your child, and transitions can be very hard on them. So just another reason to start in the crib from day one. Another reason that I just want to hit on briefly is storage. So, okay, for me, the crib, we never really had to like put it away until you're done having kids because they were in it long enough that they were like, the next kid immediately got it. Versus the bassinet, it's almost like, okay, you have a baby first 4 to 6 months and you have to put the bassinet away, move them to the crib, and the next baby, you get the bassinet back out. But some bassinets are going to fold down really nicely. Some are not. Some are just going to be a little more bulky to store. And it's also one more item overall to store and manage. So for that reason, again, it would be a skip for me. And then one more that I just recently saw a mom, I think it was Chrissy Horton on YouTube. She was showing herself cleaning the Snoo, and she made it sound like it was really difficult to do a deep clean on it. Like it's almost like, because it's got the technology with it, everything like snaps in real specific and just not the easiest item to clean. So again, one more item to clean, manage, maintain, store, and pay for. So in the end, bassinets aren't good or bad. It's just one of those items that before baby comes, you're like, of course we need a bassinet. Everybody gets a bassinet. But then when baby arrives, do you really need it? Did you really have to have it? Or can you make do without it? Could it work into your home and your lifestyle to not have a bassinet? It may be worth pausing and really considering, is this item worth bringing into our home? For all those reasons, all those pros and cons that I've shared today. A simple setup beats a complicated one every time. If you want more help with your baby registry, check out the link down in the description.